It's an old rivalry that reflames up in a new city, plus a new rivalry starting to form all the way out west. We'll get to that coming up in just a moment. Mark Zinno here for WagerTalk YouTube and picks and parlays as we break down two NFL preseason matchups, one between the 49ers and Raiders in Vegas, another one between the Rams and Chargers out in LA. I'll have plays and selections in both those games coming up in just a moment. Always want to remind you guys to check out the Morning Wager. Easiest way to do that is hit that subscribe button right now. This way, every single Monday through Friday, when the Morning Wager pops up here on the Wager Talk YouTube page, you're alerted to it, and you check out all the amazing content that Brian Power and I are putting out there for you guys. 3 free plays every single show. Those free plays hitting near 60% since the beginning of the year. So 2 of those 3 likely going to put some cash in your pocket. That's reason enough to tune in. Go down the board for every single game available on the schedule to you guys that night. We do all the Major League Baseball plays. We go over the NFL exhibition season. As we go on into college and NFL football, we'll go down every single game for you guys that we have on the board. Not only that, we're going to offer you guys the best deal available. It's a buy one, get one 3-day pass for me and Brian Power. You get all of my plays, all of Brian Power's plays for one low price. And guess what? This deal is available every single day, and it's the only deal on a daily basis where you get 2 cappers for the price of 1. So this is a huge deal. Take advantage of it. Over the last 5-7 days, BP and I have been incredibly hot. I'm 8-1-1 over the last 5 days. So you jump in and you get all those plays for an amazing deal. So the end of the month, you're going to have a chance to lock in the rest of the year. Opening weekend of college football coming up here, but you get the entire college football season, all the bowl season, including the college football playoff bowls on New Year's Eve. You get 17 of the 18 weeks of the NFL regular season, the start of NHL and NBA, all the college basketball tournaments that go on during the holiday season that you guys see all that top 25 action. Just amazing stuff. Every 5% best bet is included in all this. Long-term deal, long-term thinking. That's the way you go. But if you want the short-term stuff, this is also available to the end of the month. Buy 3, get 3 free. Every play, every sport. You could stack passes if you want to, get multiple cappers. It is out there for you guys, available to the end of this month. Then need to tell you about the granddaddy of them all. No, not the Rose Bowl. It's kind of like the Rose Bowl, but it is the $21 million Pro Football Survivor contest on Splash Sports. Make sure you use the code WagerTalk. You get $100 in Splash Sports as well. BP and I in this contest, we have a joint entry. You guys are going to go head to head with us, try to win the $21 million. The great thing about this is you don't have to be in Vegas. You don't need a proxy. You can put picks in from anywhere. You can put picks in weeks ahead of time. Also, you could split it between 2 people like BP and I have. You could split it between 5 people, up to 10 people. You can split the entry in, cuts down on the entry cost. You got to split the 21 million all those ways, but still, hey, don't cry about having to split 21 million if you win the whole thing. So just a lot of great things in this Splash Sports $21 million Pro Football Survivor contest. Make sure you guys take advantage of it. All right, let's start with these NFL preseason games. Final week of the preseason here as we start for San Francisco and Las Vegas. We're seeing the Raiders right now as a 3.5-point favorite, total of 37.5 across the board. I see 2.5s out there, one in a prediction market, one in a much smaller book. I see a 3 out there at a more popular book. I think these are sort of rogue numbers more than anything else. I don't know that there's necessarily a reason to sort of believe that those 3s or 2.5s are going to stay there more than anything else. Couple of things here that I'd like to just focus on. Number one, 49ers don't plan on playing any of their starters in this game. Okay, Kyle Shanahan has already said so. They don't know which direction they're going to go in with everybody else yet, but none of their starters are really going to play in this game. Much similar to what they did in week 1. For Kyle Shanahan, week 2 of the preseason was their dress rehearsal. They did that. They won 41-17 over the Chargers. So you could see what happens. 19 points in week 1. 13 points in week 1 against a bad Tennessee team. In the game, they lost 19-13. They also sat out a lot of people in that game. Offense way inept. You see what it is right here. Now, the Raiders, had to come back last week against Houston. Houston played their starters. They were down, 20-3 at half. And they came all the way back and what do you call it? And took the lead and won the game. So part of that was on Aiden O'Connell playing quarterback in the second half. If you look at the box score from last week in the Raiders game, there was no Kirk Cousins. It was just Fernando Mendoza to start. Aiden O'Connell was all the second half. And you could tell Houston had pulled everybody out in the second half, and that's what happened. Now, a couple of things I'll maintain here. Number one, I think the Raiders defense is bad. No matter who's playing, I think it's bad. I think they're going to give up points. That leads me to an over here in this spot because guess what? San Francisco still has sort of a backup quarterback battle going on here um, from a standpoint of is Adrian Martinez going to be kept on the roster? Mac Jones is going to be the backup. Adrian Martinez is there as well for the 49ers. And that's something to keep an eye on, right? Martinez trying to make the roster. You know he's going to sort of try to play his tail off and really figure out a way to put some good stuff on tape, even if they cut him, so somebody else picks him up. So you're going to get an A-plus effort from him late in the second half of this game. And that's also the other thing to take into account with these final preseason games. A lot of these guys who are playing are fighting for NFL jobs, so they're playing their absolute hardest. They want to make plays every single time. But still, that doesn't necessarily lead me to believe that there is a lot of the Raiders defense that's going to make a lot of stops here. Adrian Martinez has been pretty good, all things considered, in the preseason here when you're looking at what the numbers have been for him at this point in time. And so I think for the most part, you know, when I see Adrian Martinez in the game, I expect the 49ers to be able to score some points late. I don't know if we're going to get Kirk Cousins. We haven't heard as of Wednesday whether Kirk Cousins is going to play, but Fernando Mendoza wants to get quality reps. Nathan O'Connell also, again, fighting for a roster spot here. Think he's going to have some effect late in the game on this thing. All this to me continues to point to the over here at 37.5 between these two teams. I think that's the direction that I'd really like to go. Wait till we get closer to kickoff, see if these numbers move. But I think that's the direction I could see some value in this matchup. All right, let's move on to the next one here between the Chargers and the Rams. This one is super interesting to me as well for a variety of reasons. Again, we're seeing the Chargers as a 3.5, 4-point favorite are starting to pop up here. Rams, 38.5 with the total at this point in time. And so one prediction market, by the way, has it flipped to the Rams at a 3.5-point favorite. Make of that what you will. Total sitting at 8.5. 8.5, 38.5 across the board. Now, the preseason plan here for the Chargers, they are not going to play any of their starters in this game. Jim Harbaugh has said that he doesn't plan on playing any of his starters here in this matchup. I'm sorry. Let me correct that. I had that backwards. It's Kyle Shanahan. So back this up here. Jim Harbaugh said he's going to play his starters for 6 to 9 plays in this range. Sean McVay not playing any of his starters. Had it backwards there. But McVay says he's not playing any of his starters here in the matchup against the Chargers. So you're not going to see a lot there. What you are going to see a lot of is backup quarterback competition when we're talking about the matchup between Stetson Bennett and Ty Simpson. Now, the other thing Sean McVay has said in this matchup is that they're not sure if Stetson Bennett is going to play. Ty Simpson will play. The fourth string quarterback in the game, Matthew Caldwell, is said to be playing. Now, they don't know if they're going to play Stetson Bennett in this matchup. Why? I think, honestly, they're going to try to trade him to somebody. That's why I don't think they're going to play him. I think there's an effect there that the Rams are going to get fourth-string quarterback reps on tape for Matt Caldwell to see if he can make anything of this. That's what I think it happens here. The Chargers, after getting drubbed 41-17 last time out, I think there's more of a motivation level for them to stay in this game and try to win this thing, just because that's the way Jim Harbaugh coaches. That's why I think you're starting to see some of these fours pop up. I think more of the money is going to come in on the Chargers as we get closer to kickoff here, and especially if they don't play Stetson Bennett, who has played well. I think you'll see a little uptick in favor of the Chargers in this spot. So I'd grab the 3.5 with the Chargers and lay it here. I don't think the Rams are all that considered or all that interested here in trying to win this thing. They are 2-0 in the preseason. Their offenses look great. 20 points in the first week, 34-0 last week. I don't know how much we're going to see the Rams really try to put something out there other than figuring out what the rest of the game looks like for the guys who are trying to make roster spots here. And the Chargers still trying to figure out, what their backup quarterback situation is going to look like as well with Trey Lance and DG Uiagalelei. I think that also plays into this thing. I think you see some high level play, or at least attempted high level play from both of those teams on the offensive end here. But I think the Chargers are the right side, and I'd lay the 3.5 with the Chargers against the Rams. Reminder to you guys to check out the Morning Wager. Take advantage of the buy one, get one 3-day pass. Me and Brian Power, it's there every single day, available for you whenever you want it. You can get it 3 days now, roll it over 3 days, buy it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever you want. Also, don't forget the Pro Football $21 million Survivor contest on Splash Sports. Use that code WagerTalk and get $100 on Splash Sports. Best of luck with all your NFL preseason bets. Go cash some tickets. We'll talk to you next time.